All right, and we are live. What is going on tonight, everybody? Another stream today, two in a row. Uh, was kind of bored, not bored, but I was still up. Didn't have a lot to do. Figure I'd go over some of these conventions I'm going to this year, show some of the guest lists that we got going on, speak about maybe some upcoming or additional conventions I might do. Hello, Chad. Hello, Silent Shred. Good to see you both here. A random live stream. I figured we'll have a little fun, kick back, talk some conventions, talk some of the upcoming shows, free for all questions. If somebody wants to pop up and say hi, one of my buddies that might be out there, you're welcome to, and talk about anything going on with you guys. Nothing serious tonight, nothing planned other than maybe just going over some of these conventions. Um, First announcement, I know I spoke about it. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that's a lot of Lonnie McCullum. I got a Daniel Cruz Part 6 Hawk signed by CJ Graham. I got that Tam Glenn box that when she comes on, we'll be doing the giveaway. The Arnold back there that's signed by Robert Patrick himself, and that was done by Lonnie McCullum. Highly recommend. Chatterer, Lonnie McCullum. The Chest of Souls from Part 4. Freddie behind me, the V1, calls the other one the Chest of Souls. Um, awesome stuff. Cutouts by Michael Tove. Yeah, and this is just as much as I could kind of squeeze in without it making it overstuffed in here. I'm trying not to do that. I almost put up a lot of the cutouts, like the one you see behind me of the three-eyed demon. Show off some of those. Um, but I do want to show off some of these cutouts. I got so many from Mike, and they will be put in the store, and they're all really cool. A lot of them are black light. What's going on, Facebook user? I can't see your name. You can allow it. You might have to go to the Doomsday Script group to see it. But hello to you, Facebook user. Good to see you guys all. Like I said, a random live stream. I say we start off with talking some Crypticon conventions. I'm going to Denver. Uh, Brett, I've been wanting Brett to come down and do a table with him. I got to do a table with Beatrice. This year we got to figure some things out to get them there. Yeah, at least to one or two events I'd like to do with them. Hopefully both of them. What's going on there? Michael Toth jumping in to say hi. I appreciate it, Facebook user. Anthony Chovat, good to see you. Steve Merlo, Sequanda Films, good to see you. Great crowd already in here. Yeah, it's just anybody who just popped in. I'm going to go over some of the conventions I'm going to, talk about some future plans for Doomsday's Crypt. Wow. Just anything really. Any questions you guys might have, things you'd like to see, things you think would be fun that you'd like to see Doomsday's Crypt add. I think we got a lot of cool stuff coming, a lot of things behind the scenes in the works. Like I was going to say, I spoke about it earlier, touched on it. Crypticon Colorado, the first year out in Colorado. Um, Incredible cast or guest list. And they just added Brett Wagner, who's going to be sitting with me at the table. He'll be dressing up like Leatherface, photo ops. He's going to have awesome stuff. I'm going to be bringing some awesome stuff for him to sign. We're going to do VHS boxes. We're going to do Brett Wagner specific. We're going to do DK and the Schwag shooting the shiz boxes. We're going to do some cool Leatherface stuff, do some Leatherface masks. Oh, thanks, Steve. Yeah, it came fast. It's like, wow, it's been I was hoping it wouldn't have hit 1,000 before the last one. We had to do an extra giveaway. Just kidding. But it worked out good because Tam was unfortunately unable to make it. So Beatrice was kind enough to donate a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5 box. And it was great to see Antonia France win, who's actually Michael Toe's mother, the artist for Doomsday's Crypt, who's been an awesome supporter. I bet you she's out there watching with Michael Toth right now. And yeah, it was a fun stream with Beatrice. We got one coming up Sunday with I believe two mask makers, Josh Perry, who they're working on the Wagner '03 Texas Chainsaw Massacre mask, which is really, really cool. The sculpt is looking awesome. So we're going to talk to them. Always fun talking to mask makers and talent out in the community. It's somebody Brett's dealt with a lot and a big fan of their work. And I've seen it and it's pretty awesome. So that'll be a fun Sunday. I'm working on possibly having a guest tomorrow night and bringing him on, asking some questions. It might be Michael McGlynn, but I know he's doing a convention this weekend, so I don't want to push him to do it. But Michael McGlynn, really cool, funny actor. He's in the upcoming Go Away movie, which I showed this earlier too. But this is one of my favorite perks I've gotten from a, you know, from a campaign. And it's got like Felissa Rose, Tom Matthews. They got a stacked cast. If you haven't seen the trailer, check it out on YouTube. It's a sweet poster. I mean, it's just autographed with everything. Xander Goldman's behind it. Yeah. Have you seen the Halloween stocks? I don't know. I've seen so many of them. I got to check it out. I will. I will definitely take a peek at it. Just remind me. I'll probably forget. There's a lot of There's a lot of great fan films. Matt Skinner messaged me today. He requested to have the Valentine Bluff writer director on. If you haven't seen that, it just came out about 2 days ago on YouTube. It's a sequel to my Bloody Valentine fan film. I just got done watching it tonight. Had a lot of fun with it. The script was really good. A lot of things I really liked about the movie. But I will check out the Halloween Stocks film. But let's go over some conventions I'm going to. I got to give a big shout out to Crypticon. Uh, Hey, what's up, Cody? I was gonna message you. How you been, bud? It's been a little while. Feels like I haven't talked to you in a while. Chris Callie, good to see you, my friend. Oh wow. And Antonia, I knew she was here. The great supporter, the big winner, Antonia. Um, and we're gonna be doing a lot of these giveaways. I was talking to Beatrice about ways to do it better, and Brett that we can make it a lot more interactive and make it worth it for the show so we can improve pretty much everything for you guys. So we're kind of learning as we go. A lot of fun. Beatrice said a bunch of cast she's worked with wants to come on. I know Brett's got a ton of guests he wants to bring on. Some really, really fun people. Steve Merlos, who's here, love to get him on. Matt Fauci, I'd love to get you on sometime and shoot the shit with you, brother. We haven't had a chance to do that, but yeah, everybody who came here, just going over some conventions, going over some talk. Like I said, Denver Crypticon just got announced. It hasn't been even announced on Facebook yet, but it was announced on Instagram. Brett Wagner gonna be sitting with the Doomsday's Krypt table. We're gonna be rocking it with some awesome stuff, just killing it. Some and Brett's gonna be dressing up, photo ops. We're gonna have a fun ass area. We're gonna bring that fire to Colorado for the first Crypticon event. Chaz DeMoss does some amazing ones. I'm doing three of his events this year. I'm doing Kansas City in July. I'm doing Minneapolis. I'm doing Denver now. Very excited about going to Colorado. I love Colorado. Been a long time since I've been there. And I went to Denver. I actually watched the a Broncos game a bunch of years back. I was visiting Colorado Springs, which was beautiful. Yeah, yeah, ripping it. But I'm doing good, Matt. Good stream you had last night. I couldn't stay around as long as I would have liked to. But yeah, the big swag in Denver. And I got to get Beatrice to some events. I'm working on a few. I think any future events that I do, at least for this year, because I'm doing like five or six at the moment. It's got to be one of those guys coming with me. Interval. Hopefully, you can make it with to Crypticon, Colorado. Hang out with me and Brett. I know that's your stomping grounds, and I might be doing one in May. I worked out a proposal to one convention who has a stacked cast, and maybe they'll go for it. Maybe they won't. Um, Bring in Beatrice, promote DK and the B, have some fun. Uh, that one I'm not sure about. We'll see what happens. but it'd be another Colorado event. It'd be in May, and I'm jonesing for an event. Scarefest was my last one in October, which I will be doing again this year. We'll be talking about it. They already have a great cast of celebrities coming. They put on a fantastic show between Scarefest, Crypticon, and Midwest Monster Fest. Those are the ones I'm doing right now. Any future ones this year will be remain to be seen because I got to take time off from work. And if I'm taking time off from work, I'm investing, bringing all these awesome, talented people to show on the table. I want to bring somebody to promote Doomsday's Krypt and the podcast we're doing and add to really building, fun not just for myself and for say Beatrice or Brett, but for you guys. So you guys have fun. You come in, we're gonna it's gonna be interactive. It's gonna be a community that we're all together in on this. And that's another thing I want to say is if you're in these areas and I show you some of these conventions and you want to see Beatrice or Brett come, going to oh, hold on one second. I'm seeing the comments, but you guys recommend to these conventions that you'd like to see us. I'm coming as a vendor. I'll pay for my vending tables, but Beatrice and Brett are always welcome to sit with me and just adds to so much more. I'm excited. I'm excited for these events. Like I said, Crypticon's amazing. Chaz puts on a killer show. Brandon from Scarefest puts on a great show, and also Midwest Monster Fest. We even had the promoter on, and for whatever reason, his name slipped in my head. He's got some really cool guests coming along with Brett. We won't be sitting at the same table there, but I saw Brett was going. It works out great because I'll be heading back from Crypticon, Minnesota. I'll be hitting Illinois, and I think he said Moline, Illinois. It's on my way back, so I'm going to stop the following weekend, do Midwest Monster Fest, and it should be a lot of fun. That'll be a nice long stretch. A lot of work in those 2 weeks, but as much work that goes into putting up the tables, you just can't explain how much fun it is once it's done and getting to interact with everybody and showing off all these talented people that put stuff on the table for Doomsday's Crypt. And we got that three-eyed demon sculpt coming, and that thing's gonna be sick. I haven't had it. I showed it earlier, but anybody who hasn't had a chance to see it, Josh Lucas is working on the three-eyed demon sculpt. This is just a prototype, and this one's kick ass. But even the next one we're doing is even sicker with some features we decided to add to it. And we're hopefully going to make them available. So if people want them, they're going to have a cool three-eyed demon. And we'll be working on the comic for that. But let's see here. Let me show off the three-eyed demon real quick. Look at that thing. The thing is sick. I mean, that's so cool to see something like that, come to life. Down from a picture of me to Mike drawing it to now a sculpt being made of the demon and becoming the character. It truly is something really epic in my opinion. But yeah. Hopefully you guys like it. Yeah, I hope you can make it. You'll be able to hang out with me and my buddy Brett Wagner, Lost Leatherface, Chrome Skull 2. John dies in the end. He's in the opening scene there. Sons of Anarchy. Obviously, the Lost Leatherface, the Crazies remake. Brett's been all over the place. He's in some upcoming movies. He's in the Desert, I want to say Desert Fiends, by Sean C. Phillips with promoter Nicole Vegas, who's been awesome too. Those two were on the show not that long ago with Brett, and very cool. Let's see. Want to offer you promotion for your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed the best. Auto on, incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands to turn it out and customize it. I appreciate that. I I think we're doing pretty cool right now. Rapadora, how are you? You look so. She hasn't been doing her She used to have a YouTube channel, come on all the time, was a regular, but it looks like you're having so much fun doing what you're doing with your TikTok videos out there. Just having a lot of fun. I enjoy seeing you with a big old smile, and it looks like things are going well for you. So big props to you, Rampadora. So yeah, let's start with some of these conventions here. Why did I go to that? All right. Let's start with start with Crypticon. We'll go Minneapolis first, and we're gonna go through some of the Crypticons, and then we're gonna go through uh, Midwest Monster Fest, and we're gonna go through Scarefest, which so far is my last show of the year. So let's start with this Crypticon Minneapolis. Let's go through some of these guests, celebrities, you Terrifier fans, Lauren Lavera gonna be there. You Gremlins fans, Zach Galligan, Elliot Fulman from Terrifier played Jonathan. He's an entertaining kid. I've seen a couple of his Instagram videos that he does. Seems like a great kid. Jake Busey, Gary Busey's son, Starship Troopers, Frighteners, Predator, and I really enjoyed it. He was in the show. I think it was his first show, and it was like a sitcom. I can't remember the name of it, but I used to watch it all the time, and it kept changing times, and it didn't last too long. Then we got Catherine Corcoran, Terrifier, Long Lost, Ken Kersinger, Freddy versus Jason, Wrong Turn, Joyride 3, uh, Leia Voicey, Terrifier, a lot of Terrifier people. And I know you guys know this dude right here, James Jude Courtney. I've had a chance to meet him a couple times. Super cool dude. I had a lot of fun, got to talk to him a lot at Phantasm. I didn't get a chance to talk to him too much at Spookal because between him and Corey Taylor, that line was long. And I didn't even get to mention this. I was at a convention, a Minneapolis Comic Con last week, not as a vendor. And Corey Taylor was there, and he was all by himself on a Sunday. And I got to talk with him for like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. And he was the coolest dude, just shot the shit with them. And yeah, it was great talking. What a cool dude, man. I really liked him. He seemed like I had to take off. He almost it felt like he wanted to talk even more. And how cool is that? Hanging out with Corey Taylor and just shooting the shit. Um, Jenna Cannell, Terrifier, WandaVision, a fantastic actress. Mark Burnham. I'll be sitting with him in Kansas City. I'm not sure who he'll be in Minneapolis, but he's right next to me in Kansas City, Crypticon. We got Brad Laurie, Halloween Resurrection Time Cop. So I'm going to need a resurrection mask. Jason Baker from Black Phone. Sylvia Jeffries, Ari Lehman, the first Jason. So that's the guest list, and I know they're still announcing more. That's a solid guest list if you ask me. Yeah, mask is cool. I'm gonna be. I've been working on announcing the names, Brett. If you even want to put it in the comments again, Josh Perry and I always forget the other dude's last name. They're both gonna be on Sunday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern or 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 my time, because it's Central Time, and it'll be DK in the shooting the shiz with DK and the Swag, Brett Wagner, Lost Leatherface, Jordan. Let me see if I'm saying it right. The Fork. I'm guessing it's the Fork. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. He can tell me. So Josh Perry and Jordan DeFork, Horror School Customs. Brett was just out there promoting Bad Boy Mowers, and I know he was out there greeting all his fans. So good to see you in the chat there, Brett. Just going over the Crypticon list, I was telling everybody that me and you are going to be rocking the shit out of Colorado at Crypticon. Me and Brett Wagner sitting at the table together. We're going to have some badass items. We're going to have some a lot of fun over at that area. So if you are in Crypticon, yeah, well they call it Crypticon Colorado. It is in Denver, which is in Colorado, and yeah, we're going to be rocking that. Going to be doing some really special stuff. promoting Brett and all the stuff he's in. He's up in the upcoming Desert Fiends, like I said, with Sean C. Phillips, promoter Nicole Vegas, who both of them were on talking about this movie. Brett's got a big part in it, a really cool sounding part. So I'm excited for that. We'll be promoting the podcast. I mean, just it's going to be a kick-ass area. Um, we're going to be in a sweet spot too. We got a large area, I think. Between the two of us, it's a 24-foot area, if I remember right. It's we got like 24 feet of area, and I'm gonna deck that out with talent from the community, a bunch of stuff for Brett, all different stuff for him to sign, and you know, you guys are gonna dig it if you're in Colorado. So we just went through Minneapolis. I'll scroll through that. Actually, okay, I do spell it on there. Sorry, guys. Go through it. Jake Busey, Ken Kersinger, James Jude Courtney, Jenna Cannell, Mark Burnham, Brad Laurie, Lehman, Sylvia Jeffries. Very cool. Very, very cool. So we're going to move on to Crypticon, Colorado. Let's see here. I got to switch it or not. Well, Crypticon Colorado's on Facebook. I don't think they've announced everything. I think most of it's on Instagram. So I'm not going to go over Colorado too much. But damn, there's some good ones. Let me see if I can find it on Instagram. Give me a second, guys, because there is some really, really cool guests already announced that Crypticon Denver, Colorado, whatever you want to say. I think they're calling it Crypticon Colorado, but it's in the Denver area. Let me pull up Crypticon here. Crypticon Denver. Okay, you always switch it up. Crypticon's good at I'm not following it yet. Never mind. Here we go. So we got a great guest list at Crypticon Denver. We're gonna go look at that right now on Instagram. Their website's not even open, so and they've already been selling out. So Adrian Barbaro is gonna be there. Tom Atkins. Uh, give me one sec here. Let me go back. I can't see who's up there. Oh, of course, Jeffrey Combs, Doug Tate. I know this guy in the middle. Brett Wagner's gonna be there. This is August 18th through the 20th. Richard Brake. Um, God, Daniel Phillips, Jake Busey again, Zach Galligan again, Quinn Lord for all you trick or treat fans, Peter Cowper, My Bloody Valentine. We were just talking about uh, Valentine's Bluff, which is a uh, fan sequel to My Bloody Valentine. Ari Lehman, unfortunately, uh, let's see. I'm not sure what the Clown Suite. Is there any more? No. George P. Wilbur, the late great. It's one of the Michael Myers I unfortunately didn't get a chance to meet, and I really, really wanted to meet him. And rest in peace, George. Uh, Fantastic Myers Part 4 was one of my favorites of all time. So very, very sad to hear of his passing. Let's go to Crypticon, Kansas City. We got a great guest list here. You're seeing right there. Nick Castle. I've met him before. Super cool guy. Cannot wait to meet him again. Cannot wait. Uh, Obviously, you guys know Halloween '78 is my favorite movie of all time. PJ Souls, I met. Incredibly sweet. We're going My Bloody Valentine again with Peter Cowper, Marshall Bell, Total Recall, Starship Troopers, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. We got John Michael Graham, Give Me a Beer, Bob, Millie Shapiro, Hereditary. If you guys haven't watched Hereditary, awesome. I know Brett and Michael Toth and myself, I was a big fan of The Walking Dead. I know they are too. Thomas Paine's going to be Tom Paine's going to be there. Jenna Cannell again. Robert Russler from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Weird Science. I'm looking forward to meeting him. Lauren Lavera again. Elliot Fullman. Mark Burnham again. Um, yeah, and I'll be sitting next to Mark Burnham at Kansas City Crypticon, right next to him. So, we're going to be bringing that new Texas Chainsaw Massacre heat. I was a big fan of what he did with that. And I know Brett was just spent time with Mark Burnham. And seems like a great guy. I know. Yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah, the Ice King. Was it the Ice King? I spent so long since I've seen that show. I loved it. But yeah, he was at the first Phantasm I went to, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him too much. But this time I definitely will get a little more time to spend with him, or at least try to. Let me go back to Crypticon Kansas City. If I can find it. Okay, here we go. So yeah, Jason Baker, Black Phone. So I'll be meeting a lot of these guys, a lot of the Terrifier cast, which I'm a big fan of. And we're gonna move over to Midwest Monster Fest. And let me switch that over. Hold on a second, y'all. Going to Midwest Monster Fest. They're still announcing guests, I know. They got Miko Hughes, Pet Cemetery, Mercury Rising. I love Pet Cemetery. The new Nightmare, one of my favorite, Nightmare on Elm Street. Spawn, Felissa Rose. Everybody loves Felissa Rose. Sleepaway Camp, of course. Victor Crowley, Terrifier 2. The big swag right there, Brett Wagner. Again, I'll be seeing Brett, my good dude. Tom Morga, awesome guy, awesome guy. Um, Friday 13th Part 5, Halloween 4, Child's Play 3, you name it, he's been in it. Army of Darkness, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Uh, yeah, I mean, legend right there. And Cherry Curry, the ultimate singer, the Runaways. And that's going to be cool to meet Cherry Curry. I know I've heard so many good things about her that I cannot wait to meet her. I loved her in the Twilight Zone movie. I thought she was awesome. I loved the Runaways. Yeah, yeah. Cherry Curry. Gotta love Cherry. She's my cherry pie. Let's do this here. So right now we're gonna be finishing off with Scarefest, and this is gonna be a fantastic show too. I love Cryptic. I love all the events I'm going to this year. Yeah, and more guests to be announced from Midwest Monster Fest. That's gonna be a great show. Um, I don't know why the promoter slipped in my mind right now, but we had him on, me and Brett. Awesome guy, all about the fans. He's worked really hard to put this show on. He had to cancel his first show because he was sick, and now he's coming back strong to put on a kick-ass event. That's going to be a lot of fun. You know, more guests to be announced. We're going to bring that Doomsday's Krypt heat. Brett Wagner's going to be there bringing that fire. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one. And now we're gonna go to Scarefest. Scarefest. And God, I lose track of places in Kentucky, and had a great time there last year too. 2023 guests. They just announced a new guest. I don't know if he's posted up here from Days of the Dead. And the name's slipping my mind, but we got we got from Terrifier to everybody's favorite, Amelia McLean, Clint Howard. Three from Hell, Ice Cream Man. I just watched that the other day. The Wraith, the man, the guy who's like the king of horror right now, in my opinion, Damian Leone. Cannot wait to meet him. He's gonna be at uh what's it called, Comic Con in Kansas City. Him and David Howard Thornton. I'm excited to meet that. Daniel Harris, David Howard Thornton. Okay, they did Jarlath Conroy from Days of the Dead. Day of the Dead, he's going to be there. Just got announced tonight. Melinda Clark, Return of the Living Dead 3, Spawn, Firefly. I love Return of the Living Dead 3. Scout Taylor Compton. one of the nicest people I've met. I've met her a few times, and she's super super cool. And the legend right there, Tom Savini. I am excited to meet him. Just been in, just done so much stuff. So yeah, I mean that's just a starting guest list of amazing, and all these cons. They're not till July. The first one for Crypticon, August, September, October. Scarefest not till October. I mean, there's a lot more guests to go. We're gonna, you know, update you guys on the guests going. So if you're in Illinois or Denver or Kentucky or Minnesota, Kansas City, Doomsday's Crypt's gonna be there. Take care, Brett. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. So yeah, it's some really really cool shows. Like I said, I'm working on a few more. I'd like to be promoting the podcast with what we're doing with Doomsday's Crypt and be joined by hopefully at one with Brett Wagner and Beatrice, but I'd like to at least have one or the other going with me and sit with me at some of these conventions. If I book any more, they're close friends. That what we're doing in Doomsday's Crypt together as a team, I think is really really cool. I think it'll be a lot of fun for the fans. So if you guys want to see me at a convention that's in your town with Brett or Beatrice or both, make sure you hit up the convention and let them know. And the fans are the ones who bring in the people. So I'd love to go. I'd love to sit with Beatrice and Brett and meet all you guys too. It'd be a lot of fun. Chill out with the horror community, horror family, because we're a family here in the Doomsday's Crypt, and we'll be bringing some new stuff this year. We've always had amazing stuff, but a lot of new stuff too this year that's going to be on the tables that I'm excited to show you guys. Lonnie McCollum's working on some amazing stuff. Michael Toast's working on some amazing stuff. Art. Um, God, Josh Lucas is doing some amazing sculpts. I'll probably put some more of his pieces out there. Daniel Cruz. I got some more stuff coming from Jesse Aarons. He's been busy. It's awesome seeing him grow. Um, yeah, just a lot of talent comes to the table. James Rose, who's doing. I just bought another glove from him. I bought the Part Four Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm looking forward to getting more of his stuff to put on the table so people can have a chance to win a glove, Freddy glove, and yeah, more VHS boxes. We'll be doing some really kick-ass ones with awesome stuff inside, as you see. We'll be opening up the shop. We'll be doing interviews. How do they choose locations for the cons? Are they always in the same place? Is there any way to contact them? Or well, I'm not sure if there's any in Portland, but a lot of the shows are, they have places they go. Like Spookala's usually in Ocala, Phantasm's usually in Orlando. Um, Crypticon does a few different places. I know they were doing Seattle. I don't know if they're doing Seattle again this year, but they're Kansas City, Minneapolis, and also the Colorado event, the Denver event. But yeah, you pretty much anywhere from Eugene all the way down to the California border. I'd say look it up. I'm sure there's some out there, but you never know. If there's enough demand for a con, somebody's going to put it on. If there's nothing out in the area, it's a good opportunity for somebody to put on a convention, and even on a small scale, it can grow in its own way. So yeah, I'm not sure about Oregon as far as conventions because it's a long way for me. But look around. I think if you look up conventions, they'll give you a schedule in that area. You put in your area code, and you can see what conventions are somewhat in your area that you can go to. So yeah, quick live stream tonight. Tomorrow night, I might do a sit down with somebody. I wanted to go over these conventions tonight. Sunday night with Brett, we're gonna have Josh Perry and let me so I don't butcher his name, which I probably will. Where the heck are you, Brett? Nobody put it down, but Josh Perry and Jordan Dufurk. Do fork. I he'll tell me how to say it so I can butcher it more. But yeah, there's gonna be some really cool guests coming, some really cool giveaways. I know Brett and I want to plan something out, so we'll probably talk and see what we can do to do something fun for our show with the giveaway. I know me and him have talked about a few things he wants to do. He wants to give back to all you guys too. He loves you guys as much as I do and Beatrice. We're gonna keep it fun. We're gonna keep it real. And yeah, until next time, guys. So tomorrow night, maybe keep your eyes open. Might do something fun tomorrow night, but definitely Sunday night. There's a live stream. We look forward to seeing you there, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.